Hi, this is Mike Weinstein at Zybex Sports. We're going to show setting up the complete system for the standardized athlete test. We're going to have the 40-yard dash here, 5, 10, 5, and 3 cone, and also the broad jump. So.
You're good?
Excellent. All right, so now we're going to show how the individual systems are set up. We're going to start with the 40-yard dash. As you can see over here, we have the start gate plugged in through the connector to the start gate connector right there, where it says start gates. All the other gates we have plugged into where it says timing gates. And now into this box right here, we plug our power supply. That's the white cable or the black cable. It comes with the battery. What we need to do after we have this all set up is line up the sensors. As you can see on the back of this right here, there's a red light on. And we need to make it so the red light goes off. So we're going to set this down on the ground here and position it so that this red light is going to go off. Right there. The red light's off. And always check it. Put your hand in front of it and make sure the light goes on, light turns off. Then also look at the box right here. You see all the dots on the box right there? They're all with empty circles. Put your hand in front of it, the dot fills in. Next, we're going to go down and line up all the 10-yard, if you have a 20-yard, and the 40-yard sensors. With this, we're going to do the exact same thing. So when you first plug the sensor in, you'll see the light is on the back of the sensor right there. We need to move the sensor so it's looking right at the reflector and the light turns off. After the light turns off, make sure you put your hand in front of it, make sure the light turns on. And just repeat that step for the other two or the other 40-yard dash towers. Now, so everything's set up here. You can come back to your box, make sure that all the dots are not filled in right there, and you can press the reset button and it goes to 0. For the 40-yard dash, we're going to have the athlete put their hand in the beam right there so they're actually blocking the sensor. So that first dot is on. After it's on right there, the time is not running, everything's satisfied. The first dot is on right there in the second group, meaning that it's good to go. After that, you say, all right, athlete, it's on you. Right when the athlete lifts their hand up to start to run, you're going to see that timer start going. And so now he's going all the way down. You're going to see the first split lock in. If you have the 20-yard split, you're going to see the second split lock in. And then finally, you're going to see the last split lock in. After that, the timer will stop. And now you can see all the splits there. You do the down arrow, and you'll see all the splits for each of the different times right there. And when you're ready to do it again, what you're going to do is hit the reset button. After you've written the times down, you have the athlete get into the 3-point stance. Now, it's critical on the 3-point stance is that you have one hand on the line blocking the sensors, and you do not have your foot on the line. That's just against the rules. That's the only way you can really cheat this test, is if having your foot on the line. So just ensure that the athlete has their foot behind the sensor here. You get down a 3-point stance, however they want to be, and you'll tell them, it's on you.
It's on you.
Go. Right there is running now. In this clip, we're going to show you how to set up the 5-10-5 and the 3-cone equipment. The equipment is set up essentially the exact same way you set up the 40-yard dash, with the exception that you're going to have the first tower at the start line. So what you're going to do first is take the start gate, which goes on the ground, plug that into the start gate side of the box. You're going to put that on the ground and line that up with the reflector on the other side. So we have the reflector sitting on the other side over there, and we're going to move this until the dot goes off. You may have to, give it a little bit of finesse, but it will go off if you have the patience, and just get it right in the right spot, right there. Nope. Right there. Okay, that dot's off. The exact same thing to how we lined up the other gate. See, right now you see the light is on right there. We're going to position this gate so that the light turns off. And you'll look at your box right there, you're going to see that both lights are off. You hit the reset button. Now you'll have the athlete for the 5-10-5 will get in so they're facing the gate. As you see, Anthony's in the gate right there. And you have him put one hand on the ground. Make sure that both of those dots are blocked right there. You're going to hit the reset button. It's going to go to 0. Make sure it says 0 and both dots are blocked. And now you say it's on you. The athlete leaves, and you see he's running over there. Make sure they touch the line. He's running back through. You see your first split time is going to happen right there. Running back through. Come back through one more time, and that'll be your final time. So we go down here, and you see the timer's still running, but you hit the down arrow, and you see that the overall time was 11.646 seconds. And the split time on that was 5.672. And so now that's how you do the 5-10-5. The 3-cone, as we showed in the last example, exactly the same thing. The athlete will be in the 3-point stance. They're blocking that sensor. Make sure both of those sensors are blocked. Hit the reset button. Make sure it says 0. Then you tell the athlete it's on you. The athlete will run out, touch the line, come back, touch the line, and now he's going to do the figure 8 through the entire system there. And you'll see as the athlete's coming back through, the time will stop. Now in this one right here, we don't get the split time. So the total time for his 3-cone was 14.894 seconds. Okay, in this section, we're going to show how to do the broad jump. We've already shown how to program the wristbands in the previous video. So this one right here, we're going to have the coach go to the manual entry for the broad jump. I find it best if the coach is standing approximately where Anthony's standing right there. So you'll have the athlete line up with their toes behind the start line. It's very clearly labeled, start behind the line right there. So the toes are back there. After that, the coach can say it's on you. So we're actually going to have the athlete jump. They're going to jump as far as they can go. I'm not going to show off. And now we're going to look at the foot that's furthest back. And so with this right here, this would be a 62-inch broad jump for me. As long as the athlete landed cleanly on that, the coach will now scan the athlete right there, make sure it's the athlete's name, and then just type in 62 and hit enter. That's all you have to do. Ready for the next athlete.